Can you hear me better now? Yes, no. Hello? Hello? Okay. Alright, come on, man. Come on. Oh. Is that better? I think it was using the wrong microphone. Alright, hang on. So many problems. So many problems. I don't know how to...
Okay, it's much better now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was just using the wrong microphone. Alright, that's cool. Love that for me. Alright, so, a couple of things before we get started. Yeah, let me know if the audio should be good now. I just need to make some... my computer decided that it should just at random pick things to use. So yes, we've got Sean in the chat, Muffin in the chat, we got Stian in the chat, and we're live on Behance, on YouTube, and on Twitch. So, and I've got all the chats up and running. So, Sean, can you please share it with us? Yeah, the chat is working. I can see you all. I had to do a pop out. I had to pop the chat out in order to see it. But now I can see everybody live. But yeah, moving forward, because we are, let's see, we're the final countdown. Let me look at a calendar. Moving forward, obviously, Behance is going to be ending their live streaming the 16th. So, sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. We're down to the last couple of streams here. So, we got this one, we got next week, and then there will be no more. So, moving forward, we're going to be primarily live on YouTube and on Twitch. I don't know if there will be any additional places that we're going to stream to, but you'll be able to join me in the chat over there. And Corey is sharing a link over to YouTube and over to Twitch, and I'll be able to say hi. I see a Shraffle over on Twitch. Welcome in, everybody. It's going to be a little bit of a transition, I think, for everybody to these new platforms, so hopefully you stick with me, and we can keep this rolling. All that stuff out of the way. Will I participate on the Monday, the 16th stream? Probably not, Stian, because Adobe Live is likely going to be live that day for the for their holiday week. So I won't know what my moderating schedule is like, so I can't commit to anything on the 16th. It's just not possible. So I will not be live on that day. I will probably be live. My last live will probably be that Friday before. It is what it is. So, that being said, I'm also, I'll be ending my subscription here on Behance, and I'm trying to figure out what the most sustainable option is for me moving forward, if that's ends up being coffee, or if that ends up being a, gosh, what is the word I'm looking for? Patreon, thank you. Accounts, yes. More to come on all of that. It's very chaotic for everybody right now. Did I get an oven? Sean's asking. The oven is here. It's not plugged in. That's the whole thing. I don't want to talk about it. So maybe today I'll get an oven. We'll just have to see. Wish me luck in that endeavor. Truffle saying we'll get used to it. I hope so. The nice thing about this is that I have a collated list, so I can talk to you all right in OBS. So Sean uses coffee, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we will see how it goes. Yes, and Twitch also has subscriptions. I don't know what the best answer is right now. I'll figure it out. We're all gonna figure it out. I have a lot of stuff going on right now. Speaking of stuff that I have, and it's a lot going on right now. Also, hi Bruce. We have a new project to work on for Yoann Turpin. We're gonna work on some new album art. I just lost the chat window. This is so hard to do with a pop-out chat. I feel like I need to let you know that. All right, we're getting there. Everything's getting sorted out. We have some new art to do for Yoann Turpin. I'm gonna scale this window down. I have to get used to this new setup. New setup here with having multiple chat windows open at the same time. Alright, so we're gonna be working on this album art for Yoann Turpin. He did send me along this lovely sketch. So we have that going for us. And a little bit of a note here. Mystico is gonna be the title of the new album. And it's going to be, quote, a spiritual odyssey, like a film or an adventure. So we've got the sketch, we've got the title. I have a small sampling of the audio from it, which I'm not going to share, because, yeah, that's his to share with the world. But I have listened to it. It's giving Forest Temple music from Zelda vibes. I don't know if that's really necessarily the right color palette for this. I'm struggling with this because I get a very, like, optimistic. I want it to be, like, optimistic. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's wrong of me. But I feel like it has a very kind of like dark feel to it. So, I don't know. We're gonna start optimistic. Oh, yeah, thanks, Corey. I'll probably pull some colors. I'll probably look at some fonts. And we'll go from there. So let me know what you think of this sketch here. What does this make you think of? The nemesis is pessimist, spelled like mist, M-Y-S-T, and that's from Yoann. So yeah, lots of directions we could take this in. So I'm gonna just start down here. I've got a working layer. I'm actually gonna reset my workspace since this is kind of annoying to look at all those windows open up there. So we're just gonna get back to my normal workspace, and we're gonna pull some colors out. And if anybody has any kind of like thoughts about the direction of this, obviously it needs to be kind of grounded in some kind of dark color palette here. But I don't think I want to go black. I want to do like kind of a gray. Bruce is saying, is this for like an album cover? Yes, this is for an album cover. So this is, gosh. Hang on, let me open up a So I'm opening up Yoann's Bandcamp here. So you can see, where do I find, like, here we go. I don't know how to get to, like, the full discography. Okay, so we've done, here's the last one that we did for him. So these are, this is their square format. This is kind of where they will live. And we have a little bit of a sketch here. Also, I've got links to Yoann's work in the description if you want to go support him. The music in the background is actually Yoann's music, so yeah. All right, so we're gonna move on here. I have this. This is a sketch that he supplied, so this is kind of like the inspiration or the direction. He called it a diagram, which I kind of love. I love a sketch being referred to as an art diagram. I kind of love that. So, we're gonna pick some colors here. Also, while we're on the subject of color, how does everybody feel about the new Pantone color of the year? Since it's inevitably gonna come up in the conversation. Why does that feel like it's not working? Very cool. I remember seeing the last one. Yeah, the last one was very elaborate and sort of very, I feel like very different. This is giving maybe too cotton candy. I'm not loving it, but I do kind of like the idea of there being like lighter values. Mixed in here. The new color is perfect for millennial beige. You do have to have a gold color. Yeah, we could go a little bit more gold for this. Like that. I don't know. It's a starter. Brown. I like brown a lot, but you know, I don't know about their color of the year. It's a choice. It's a choice. Let's see. I might actually even, we could maybe experiment with like adding some colors over the sketch and see if we'll see what we like as well. I don't love that color palette, so we're gonna start all over again. Clever, yeah. Everybody's saying hi to Clever. Yeah, I don't, it's just, what's the words I'm looking for? It reminds me of, if you've seen those people on Instagram that are like, they're like, struggling finding the words today. The people on Instagram who do those like parody accounts of like early 2000s teenagers. It reminds me of that like makeup style. Yeah, you're laughing because you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean, right? Like that, like the like full face foundation. Full on. That is the like immediately the thought that entered my head.
You picked them.
Huh?
You picked them.
Oh no, we're talking about the Pantone color of the year.
Oh.
Have you seen it? It's like
No.
okay.
Oh gosh.
I'm looking it up. I'll show you. It's called Mocha Mousse. Here we go. And let me also look up. Maybelline Matte Foundation. I know one of these influencer people is gonna come up here when I search for this. Oh, here we go. This is a perfect example. Alright, so Pantone's color of the year. Why can't they just give me like the picture of the swatch? Here it is. This is the color, Pantone's color of the year. Mocha Mousse, right? This is the color. This is immediately what I thought of. Like immediately. This. 2000, early 2000s. Immediate. I don't know if anybody else felt the same way. I'm not gonna share her whole TikTok, but immediately, this is the image inside of my mind. It was this. So I don't know if that's the association they were going for, but that's the association that entered my mind. That is this color. This color. Exactly this color. Like, almost exactly. Yeah, they did a whole AI video. I did not understand that because the colors that were in that were not the same color. I don't know. Like, this is so much lighter, and it was weird. The video was weird to me. It threw me off. And it also just had like weird bubbling text thing going on. I didn't love it. Let's put it that way. I don't know how anybody else felt about it. I'm just gonna make these. It's very difficult sometimes to be influenced by other colors. So I'm just gonna hide this and just start fresh. You know, it is what it is. I don't know. I just didn't love the video either. It's fine. You know, it's fine. I'm gonna go with like that color. I'm gonna go with like a blue. I'm just gonna do like a couple different blues, I think. So obviously this is the color palette that I prefer. That's cool. We're close. I have color swatches. Jack, is this your regular process? So since I already have a sketch, yes. So what I'm thinking for this particular project is I want to, if I didn't have a sketch, I would go about blocking something in, like a composition. And then I would pick some colors, and then I would kind of test the color palettes out and see if, you know, if I like them or if I don't, essentially. So I'll do like basically make little like compositions for what I want, and then I will make like color I don't know, color samples, color studies. I'm not really sure what the right terminology is, and decide kind of like what direction I want to go in terms of the color palette. So, and I generally will work with like, this is just kind of, I guess I'm a creature of habit. I typically use like 4 or 5 colors. Sometimes I'll do more, but it depends. Like if it's a like really intense illustration project, I might do more. But like, I don't know. That's where I start. I find personally, and maybe you all feel the same way, that I get really overwhelmed if I have too many colors to choose from. So I tend to not overwhelm myself with too many colors. So, I'm just gonna pick a couple. I know I said I wasn't gonna go the like. Maybe we do the one that's like kind of foresty. Maybe. I don't know. I don't love it. Because I also need some like. I'm also trying to think about like what colors I need to have in like the sky and such. I don't know. I don't love that color palette either. Alright, well let's just I'm gonna go a different direction for this. I'm gonna go Alright, so I'm gonna move this onto my working layer here. And what I'm gonna start to do is I'm just gonna make like simple shapes over top of this. I don't need to like, I'm just doing this, think of this like, color sample, like I said. So I'm gonna do, I just want to test these colors out and maybe decide what direction I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just put some of these in here. Doesn't need to be perfect. I wonder if I can try using retype on this. I just want to get a font that's similar. Or I can find one myself. I just want to get something kind of like visually similar. For now. Welcome in, Ray. Wow, these are interesting choices. Okay, let's pull this up. I'm actually just gonna focus on one side. Okay, maybe this one. Alright, I don't love any of these options that Retype is giving me. So I'm gonna say no thank you, Retype. How do I get out of this? Okay, that was not fun. Let me look at my fonts and we'll take a look and see if there's anything that kind of stands out. I feel like we've used bones a lot. It's a little bit too narrow for my taste, but we can give it a go. And then we'll take a look and see here. Let's try Chester. I don't mind Chester. Hey, Peter. We can also look on Adobe Fonts. I just wanted to. I'm not like. None of this is all. So this is again. I know I keep saying this, so I apologize. I just want to see what everything looks like with color to kind of pick a direction. So none of this is going to be anything that kind of stays. It's just a color study. This might end up being the best option. You're surprised the quick brown fox is so quick, yeah. Meh. I feel very meh about all of these. This might work. Oh, I'm missing the O. Because it's an I. Which will eventually turn into an I. But, alright, you know what? I'm just going to go with this one for now. I don't want to spend too much time on this journey. We're going to bring this down. Actually, let's see how this looks. So we're gonna put that in there. And then I'm just gonna add some of these accents. So I'm gonna throw this in. A little trick for you to make a diamond. Well, there's actually two ways you do it. So you could use the polygon tool. You just bring it up to get a square. Rotate it. And then go to, well, either way. You're gonna go over to, because object transform reset bounding box doesn't work with shapes. You need to take it from being a shape to a path or an object, so we can use the, what is it? Come on, we can just do this, and now we can stretch that. I'm also gonna make sure that I put it on top of this, and make sure that all of my text and stuff is on my working layer, not on my original sketch. You like the sketch paste workflow? It's a fast way to work through some colors here. So I'm just gonna throw some stuff on here so that I can get a variety of colors. I'm gonna make this a color so I can see it. Great. This should be centered underneath this. This is going to be an eye at some point, so we'll actually put a shape behind it. And then for these kind of like rays of light, I'll just do a line here. I'm gonna hide my sketch real quick. Let's actually change some of these colors out to, I don't know, something lighter. It's fine for now. I'm gonna change this all because I need to put a background on this. It's gonna be darker. I could have just worked with gray values, honestly. Probably would have been easier. Let's start with that. We're gonna go lighter. We're gonna go lighter. This. This. And make this heavier. These. We're gonna go a lighter color still. I actually need to get rid of that for a sec. Go a darker color. There we go. All right. Do a radial repeat on this. Scale it up. Scale it up even further. Okay. And then we're gonna go in here and I'm gonna make these smaller. We're gonna give these round corners. Increase the number. Okay, that's fine for now. And then down here, I'm just gonna lock this background temporarily. actually need all of these points. Okay, great. And then we're gonna hide this. So we've got some stuff to work with. We need to add some. You can see where there's some areas we need to kind of fill in with some decorative elements. Okay, got the lines at the bottom too. I think there's meant to be like two shapes here. Hang on. I get like a sun and moon kind of a vibe from these two, so I think that's what we're gonna go with, but I'm just gonna do this color, I'll put this in front. Come on. There we go. So we'll need to do the same here. Come on, I don't actually want the text. Okay, thank you. And then I'm gonna change this color to lighter one. All right, this is looking pretty good so far. And obviously this is not going to be like a complete circle. We'll figure out how to tackle that shortly. This text kills me. All right, I'm going to copy this shape. Paste this front because we need to have another shape down here. Maybe for like our moon kind of a look. I don't know. We're gonna get there eventually. I'm gonna make these kind of have a kind of symmetrical vibe. So I think that's what we've got going on here, kind of. But maybe this needs to come up here. This is gonna be let's also grab this. The eye here is gonna be a little bit tricky because of the contrast. How is this sketch? I'm actually gonna make a copy of this. I can see it while I'm working. Actually wondering if... Alright, one thing at a time. So I'm gonna start with these be corner points. Do one side at a time. Actually, I don't mind that. There's gonna need to be some adjusting here to like fit everything. All right, and then you like the font in general, but I don't think it fits the vision. Well, I'm not super concerned about the font yet. But we can change it to font, maybe? Chester? I mostly wanted to get this all kind of blocked in here so I could figure out the colors, and then we can figure out the rest of it. Chester. Or we can keep looking. Corey doesn't like the font. Thanks, Corey. Definitely small caps. I need to be real with you all. I don't like small caps mixed with a large capital letter. I'll do it if I have to, but I don't love it. Because the letters end up being unnecessarily large. Unless I modify it. Font definitely looks close to the diagram. I just don't... If we go this route... Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make this letter larger. And then we're gonna expand it. Otherwise, it will just feel very out of place, in my opinion. That feel better for you? Corey likes that better. Alright, so we also need to add in, I mean, this is obviously placeholder right now. These shapes in the background, we're going to do some kind of sun and moon thing. The eye is what it is. The text is what it is. The contrast isn't great, but we need to experiment with the colors. And there's like one more detail that I keep meaning to add, and that is this like scroll detail thing underneath. Look up a scroll. Scroll accent? I think that's what that's kind of meant to be. This is just giving me like swirly things. It's the designer's prerogative to ignore the client's vision. I don't think what he has is wrong. I mostly just want to figure out what the right vibe is with the colors, and then it's like, I think I've talked about this before. There's like how I work. I work in like layers of sketching. Sketching isn't just like a process that happens and then it's done, right? It's sort of like it's a journey that we go on, right? So we start with a sketch and we start to render on top of it, and then we go back to the drawing board once we kind of get all of our ducks in a row. So I'm just trying to figure this out here. Maybe like let's see. I'm looking for like some kind of like maybe like occult accent. I should go back and look at some of the stuff I pulled for the other project, the donut project, donut branding, because that was very occult heavy imagery. Where is that file? Where is that project? You know what I'm talking about? Society of Sprinkles. Society of Sprinkles. What if the eye was like a mason's eye? Yeah, or the Society of Sprinkles project that I was working on used a what is that all-seeing eye? It's like blue, which is why I think we need to have blue in this. For sure. Yeah, the evil eye. I know that it probably has another name, a better name. Society of Sprinkles. Do I have a cloud document of it? I do. Alright, so we'll open this up so you can see what I'm talking about. Might be a little bit easier. This is a personal project I was working on, and this... Do I have it still here? No, I don't even have the all-seeing eye still. It's probably in one of these. Prior versions. Here we go. But this is like, would be like blue. There's some stuff going on here, but I don't know. I need some kind of like linear accents to go underneath this. I was hoping I could find something in just like a quick Google search, but it's fine. For now, I'm just gonna use, honestly, let's take a look at our font and see what we've got. That's not what I wanted to do. Window, type, glyphs. I'll probably just use something from here. Or I'll just use that L, if nothing else, or the I mean. Oh, interesting. Little sparkles. Alright, we're gonna go object, expand appearance. No, not expand appearance. Type. Create outlines. I'm just gonna grab this as a shape for now. I really want to get to color. That's how I'm feeling today. It's fine. We're just gonna go with something like this for now. And I've forgotten how far he has that extend. Okay, so it kind of like goes outside and along the top and bottom edge. Alright, so we'll go out a little bit. This path. Honestly, let's do this. It's up here. I'm going to use this and I'm going to cut this. Where is my shape over? Alright, so we're just going to cut it there. And then on the top line, we obviously need to keep the space down here for his name, I'm thinking. Right, I'm gonna cut this as well. Charm. Kind of like the little bits, but I'm gonna we'll leave them. All right, and then let's do same angle on this, maybe. Come on. It's fine for now. I don't love it, but it's fine for now. Eye of Providence. Okay, Illuminati Eye. I trust you. I trust you all know better than I do. And then we need to add his name. Somewhere in the clouds. them in. Alright, let's play with some color. I don't want to get too far in the weeds of this. This is just for our purposes, blocking this in. So I'm going to group this. I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to make actually a new layer. It's going to be called Color Studies. And we're going to show this again. I'm going to add all of these as color groups. These individually. So we're going to add a color group. A color group. Actually, let's... It did add those as global swatches. Do this again. And we'll do this again. I'm going to make... This is a group here. Okay. I'm going to hide this for a sec. And just because I know somebody's going to be like, this is difficult for me to see, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make a clipping mask. Right, so we've got our layout. And now we can go up to edit, edit colors, recolor artwork. And we can choose our document swatches, no, swatch group. We're going to choose swatch group 1. And we can start to see what this all kind of looks like, right? And we can adjust those as well, so let's go in here. And shuffle these around. Kind of like that. I really like the gold. Let me know if any of these stands out. It's kind of cool. Oh, you know what I need to do? I know what I've done wrong. The background needs to be a shade, not black. Alright, so that should help now. Right, so let's copy this. We're gonna go to edit. Edit colors. I think I was doing something wrong. There we go. Now you can see the background colors picking up that. And we're gonna say all colors. We want to use all the colors. Change the color order. There we go. And now we're getting all of our colors. I'm just kind of flipping through here and seeing if anything kind of catches my eye. It still doesn't appear to be pulling the background in. I wonder why that is. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, there we go. I'm just flipping through and seeing if there's anything that I like. You like the pink sky and red sun moon? This one? I feel like I would probably do with this. Alright, let's try some other options. There's the original, there's that version. Let's try another version. Artwork. Oh, you know what I did not? Alright. I need to make sure that I change this on these. Second swatch group. I kind of like that one. We have to do something different with the text. But let's keep it as a thought. We're gonna go all colors. There we go. Love that. Black the gold for the text, blue for the sky, and pink red for the gemstones. But maybe I'm boring. It's fair. Right now we're just experimenting and seeing what catches our eye. You know? Let's keep this for a sec. Let's go in here. You're saying more like I don't know. I'm gonna try my last color palette. You like the idea of the toxic green? No, these are really working for me. Maybe we just need different colors. Maybe we need different colors for this. I'm not sure. What do you get if you type in gender, recolor, absurd, and mystical? We can try that. We can try. We get that kind of color palette. This kind of color palette. I actually don't mind that. With some adjustments. Very vibrant. Just need some tweaking. We can even go blue. I kind of like that. I mean, I kind of really like that. It's giving what I'm kind of after, I feel like. All right. All right. I'm gonna try to add these colors to my color palette. You can also select a bunch of things and add them to your swatches as well. So we can go down here and we can say, I would like to make colors from this selected artwork, and it will make some colors from the artwork as selected. So yeah, night scene. But don't overdo it, Sion. You may cause a massive storm. Also, I didn't say hi to RB. Hello, RB. Alright. I don't mind it. I don't mind that. Sorry, that's my dog. I feel like there even still would be room for that pink as well. So I'm actually gonna throw this in. Here. You never know. We might end up using it. As like a an accent color. So like however we decide to light this. You know what I mean? We definitely also are going to need some sparkly sparkles. I'm thinking. How many versions do you give the client, Jack? Usually as a rule of thumb. It's honestly kind of depends on the client. Some people I would give it depends on the client and the personality. Some clients that make sense to give more than one, but generally speaking, so with Yoann, for example, I'll make the call and just kind of run with it. I'll show him like send it like it in progress to just kind of get signed off. But generally speaking, Yoann is pretty easy, yeah. I have some clients that necessitate or want multiple versions. So I don't know. You just kind of have to get a feel for the client and what makes sense for them. But you definitely don't want to give too many options to a client that is, there's always those clients that are like, well, just combine all of them into one concept. Where is this? Stop. Yeah, I want that. I'm gonna try one more thing here. I'm gonna add these colors a little bit. No, I don't want to do that. I love this pink. Alright, well, we'll come back to that. I want to... Sorry, I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna leave the blue. Maybe a gold. I'm just trying to see how these colors all work together. I don't really love the pink. Unless we go dark. Alright. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it a bit more. need to group all of this. This is not centered. Hang on. Let's turn this. I'm thinking. I am like in the zone on this project now. Hi, Sophia. Come on. Lock this briefly. Me not centering this and everything is coming back to haunt me here a little bit. Alright, I think for now it's fine. I'll figure it out. I don't like the... What am I trying to figure out? Let me explain myself to you. I'm trying to figure out the, This has an awkward amount of space. And I want it to be over more. But I can't do that and have it be centered under this, so... I'm struggling a little bit with this. Because it's more important to me to have the text centered. This is going to probably change anyway, so it's probably fine. I don't like I like the idea of this background, but I don't like the background as it currently stands. I think I need to do something else back there. Would it be cool and nerve-wracking if the client was in the chat? Have you ever done that before? Yeah, I've done that before, with the client being in the chat. If you remember David, the jeweler, when we're done his website, he was in the chat. It doesn't bother me. I think it's cool to have him in the chat. It's also, nice to get live feedback. Again, it's going to depend on the client, you know. But if you have a situation where it makes sense, I think it can be a fun experience overall. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Also, yes, thank you, Corey, for reminding everybody in the chat that moving forward with Behance ending live streaming on their platform, moving forward, we're going to be on Twitch and on YouTube. And let me know if there's other platforms that you guys use, that you would want to see, you know, streams on. Let me know. Those are, yes, the jeweler. I think I forgot to announce that. I'm trying to make sure I've got this right. There we go. Where's David's site? Super cool client. Amazing work. He designed this website. If you recall, let's hop over here to about. Oh no. Oh, there we go. We did these little illustrations that kind of talk about his process. Just to make the break up the about section here. Some of this stuff should look familiar to you. And we did the little gosh, what do you call that? Ornamental line work that's kind of prominent in his work, but yeah. Cool stuff. It's always nice to see a website that you designed live in the world. You made these little icons too. For yeah. There you go. Alright, so Sophia's saying, or no, not Sophia. I saw, maybe Sophia? Yeah, Sophia's recommending a light purple. Well, the cool thing about the how I've done this, so you see these swatches over here I've got set up, and I've been doing this a little bit, but maybe not as much to really drive home the idea. But with these, I can adjust the colors just by sliding these, so we can actually get a lighter purple tint just by adjusting the tint slider on the inner color panel in Illustrator, because these are global swatches. So this kind of the other thing about, you know, I'm using a limited color palette, but I make heavy use of the tint sliders in my work. So everything kind of has, I guess there's like a range of colors, but they're all kind of like cohesive in the way that I use them. So, alright, well, I think we've kind of settled on a color palette. I've got this pink hanging out in here. I don't know that I'll end up using it. But I think this is a pretty good color study. We've got the other ones still kind of up here as well to reference back to. This was kind of the inspiration, I guess. And then we landed on this version. So there's some issues going on with contrast, and this is gonna I'll probably have to modify this letter. This is gonna have to fit together nicely, the I and the C here. It's gonna be a little bit tricky to get set up, but So at this point, with that, well, I would probably move on to the art. But I want to just kind of make note of some of the things that I have here. I like to go and make notes here about, like, thoughts. So we need to have, we've got the clouds, we've got sun, moon, symmetry, we've got the, what was it called? I mean, you mentioned it, the eye. We'll just call it the eye for now. We've got these kind of gems. We have these scroll accents. I'm not sure if those are gonna stay or scroll or bar, some kind of like bar ornamental accents on the text. I don't know if there are other things we should add. I obviously don't want to make it too like overpowering. I just want to make sure I've got all the basics here that are from the sketch. I guess there's this triangle that I didn't add. Triangle element. I'm not sure what to make of that, to be honest with you. Peter's headed up. Thanks for joining, Peter. We've only got like 20 minutes left, so I'm just gonna make a note of the eye here, and we'll say like triangle shape under eye. I'm not sure what that translates to yet. I think that's everything. Alright. Apurva's joining. Welcome in, Apurva. How's it going? I'm thinking. I don't love Yoann's name down here. I want to pick a different font for this. So, let's take a look at our fonts. I said, let's look up. And then I look up the mist cover, and I'm second guessing my color palette entirely. I don't know, you guys. I'm thinking what font I would use for Yoann's name. Let's try the Skylar. Have I been on Twitch for a long time? About a year. I haven't been advertising it as well as I probably could. I decided to get Restream while it was on sale last year. So I have a Restream subscription so I could continue I could have the streams on multiple platforms. Sorry. And so I've been streaming, but I haven't been advertising. It hasn't been really, I mean, I'm kind of glad that I started doing that because now obviously the situation with Behance, but I kind of like that font. I like the eye in that. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's a ligature. No, it's not. Weird. I'm kind of glad that I started doing that. Oh, that's cute. Let's see what other options we have. Looks like some of them do. I wish the star was inside of the O, but such is life. And I haven't been advertising it too much, so I'm just pushing the stream to multiple places. I know that Twitch has, I don't know where I'll end up being. For now, just I'm gonna kind of see how things go. I don't know where I'll end up dedicating my time and attention, because there's obviously like pros and cons, right? YouTube, I feel like, is a more accessible platform for most people. Although I could be wrong. When I say that, I mean most of the audience that's currently on Behance is probably familiar with YouTube because Adobe Live also simulcasts between YouTube and Behance. And I know that some people have expressed intimidation towards like they're intimidated a little bit by Twitch. I would say that to that end, I wouldn't worry too much about the Twitch chat, considering the art streams don't really drive a ton of traffic on Twitch, so it'll probably be pretty much us. The downside to Behance closing is that the other platforms, you don't get as many new folks kind of trickling in from sort of organically, because the art streams are not the focus, or don't get as much attention as the other streams on YouTube and Twitch. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. The benefit to Twitch is that you get some other kind of fun options with like the moderation tools on Twitch are a little bit better, and also you can do more like fun things like with stream graphics on Twitch. I don't know. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. There are also some really nice, I would encourage you to check out the other art live streams that are on Twitch, because there are a lot of nice artists currently on Twitch that stream. I don't follow as many YouTube live stream art streams, if that makes sense, because most of the stuff that I watch on YouTube is just pre-made video content that gets uploaded. Or I guess I've caught a couple of replays, but I don't think art live streaming is as big as like just art, as like video content, if that makes sense. A purpose asking if Mystico is to be released. Song from Yoann Turpin. Yeah, this is new. So this is a new album, and I don't even think it's completed yet. So I have a couple of songs to get the feel for the music, and so that's what I'm kind of basing this off of. And Yoann's sketch over here. So the whole, to kind of give you a recap of today. We basically took this sketch and we rebuilt it in Illustrator, so that in grayscale. So if we take a look down here, we've got our original kind of grayscale version, so we could try out different color palettes and sort of see where we wanted to go with it. And we ended up kind of here. You can see that I've made some adjustments and then from there, it was just a matter of like tweaking some things to get everything kind of like, all right, the title's going to be kind of like the main focus, and we'll kind of sort of move it over a little bit. There's some like balance and spacing issues here that we have to work out with like these elements here. But this, I'm guessing from the diagram, this is like going to be it. And I took some notes. So this is going to be kind of like a sun and moon thing. There's going to be like, this is coming through the clouds. There's kind of like this dark background. Corey referred to these as gem elements, so I've got them in there as gems. We've got to have Yoann's name down here in the space that we've got left open. So it's really just a matter of blocking in the composition and figuring out the colors that I want to use. And then from here, I can use this as kind of like a sketch to draw over top of. If you've ever seen, I feel like Val works in a very similar way. If you've ever seen Val work on Adobe Live, like in the drawing a blank, where she'll like have a sketch and then she'll start drawing over top of the sketch and then she'll start, you know, rendering a little bit, and then she might go back and start sketching another element on top of that rendering, and that's kind of how the process goes. I think that, like, I don't think sketching is a very linear process. I think it's kind of like you do a little bit, and then like, all right, so now I've kind of like established some things I like about this, and from here we can start to draw elements more in like the style. Stian saying just thought about it, but grains and gradient to get a retro look could look cool for this. Yeah, I had the thought in my mind. Gradients is definitely something I have in my mind for this. And as well as grain. And I have some grain brushes from Retro Supply Co. that we could use for this. I try to be a little bit careful about using that kind of stuff on stream, since I know that like they're cost, right? And so not everybody, it's not like super accessible to everybody. I try to keep my streams pretty accessible. That's why I don't use like the Astute graphics plugins on my streams, because those aren't very accessible to people. So, but we might end up busting those out for this. I think we did for the other one that I had up as well. I think I ended up using texture for this as well. Yeah, but no, I think this might have been just a grain texture. I don't think we actually used the texture brushes. But if you look at, let me give you an example here on my Behance. This, oh no, I didn't. Give me a sec. If you remember Sarah Mapes did the like the moon puff, draw this in your style challenge. The drawing I did for that used the... Here we go. Oh, also thank you to all the people who followed. I should probably thank you all. But also be sure to follow me on YouTube and on Twitch, because moving forward Behance is gonna go away. So let's go over here and let's go to my page. And let me kind of find the moon puff. I'm so behind on uploading work, you guys. It's not even funny. Here we go. So we did this. And this used some brushes. And I got a little bit better at using them as we went along. But we might do something like this for this illustration. This doesn't really have gradients, but yeah. Alright, so that's my thought. Oh, you got network issues? Oh, sorry, Perva. Sorry to hear that. Ivan, welcome. So yeah, that's kind of a recap of what we did. I don't know. We could certainly do, welcome over to the Twitch side, Clever. I see Oliver and Clever are both joining on YouTube and on Twitch. So, anyways, we could do something here with like, let's go ahead and see. There's a gradient. I'm just gonna make a copy of this. Put this in front. We'll do something like here. I'm just gonna put 3 colors down. Maybe this color. Oh no, not that. Oh, you know what? Let's use it. Let's use our transition color? Hang on. There we go. I don't know. Ever had a fire? Like just now? Or in general? I hope everything is alright. Yikes. That's scary. I don't know. Ideas. I popped into the other platforms and pinged the algorithm. Hey Ray, clever. As on both platforms. Yeah. Great. I'm so glad you all are following me. Yeah, I'm just hoping that my biggest fear is that people are going to, and not so much for me, but like for the other streamers who don't have a large audience. I'm concerned, not that I'm saying I have a large audience. I worry about like people on Behance who, so live stream on Behance was such a approachable space for artists. It was a very good place for like people who to get kind of like discovered, right? People who because it was very art focused, it was very easy to find other artists doing cool stuff and sharing their process. I feel like it's going to be a lot harder on other platforms for artists to kind of get discovered. Sound likes the gradient. All right, well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And like you can kind of start to imagine how this will all come together. I guess. Hopefully this helps. It's a little bit odd because I don't have any other gradients in here right now, and everything the colors are kind of clashing with these shapes here. I mean, this kind of opens it up to like bring back in those dark shapes, which I think could be cool. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll see where this ends up going. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We're gonna continue working on this. I might make some adjustments just for color contrast. Like this down here should probably be this color now. Or maybe our gold color. I don't know. We'll work it out. But that's gonna be it for me for today. I'm Yoann and I approve this gradient. Great. We'll work. Thanks for the stream. Thank you all for joining me. Like I said, we'll be back next Friday. Next Friday will be our last. Will probably be my last Behance live stream. Just because I'm likely not streaming on that Monday. Because there'll be lives happening. So come hang out with me on Behance next Friday, and then we'll be transitioning to YouTube and to Twitch. Sorry, my brain's fried. I did my best today, you guys, in terms of keeping up with the conversation. My brain is fried. Between the puppy and all the work that I have going on right now, it's been a time. Oh, and also join me next Tuesday. This upcoming Tuesday will be our last Illustrator Challenge for December. So, and for the year. So we have just one more Illustrator Challenge. We're gonna be doing sticker sheets, which is gonna be a lot of fun. I thought that would be a fun way to kind of end out the year and end out December. So next week's Illustrator Challenge will be last of the year, and all the donuts. Yeah. Bruce saying, yeah, I get it, since you can find everybody gathered in our focus community location, but I'll find everybody. Yeah, that's the only thing, is like, I think it's just gonna be harder for people who are really great artists to get discovered on these platforms that aren't as focused on art. Anyways, I don't think I have any other announcements. right now. So I think I'm just gonna head out. Thank you so much to everybody who joined me over on all the places now. We had Bruce, Ferva, Burned? Is that Burned? Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Clever, Corey, Gerard, Helena, Ivan, Mafu, Nate, Oliver, Peter, RB, Ray, Sean, Arif, I didn't even see you in here, Arif. Sophia and Sion. And be sure to go follow the streamers. I think we only had Sean in here today. Let me scroll through. I think Mafu occasionally streams, or Mafu is streaming on the 16th, I know. And then RB who streams on Discord. So woohoo, stickers. Bruce saying, thanks Jack, I always learn from your streams. I try. Oh, Clever too. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Clever. Clever's also a streamer. Alright, I'm gonna go. It's after 10, and I have to sort out an oven situation, and Corey has a meeting, and I have to watch the puppy. So, hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you all next week. Bye, everyone!